starting with nothing but a small tree, in a world where if you dare reach the surface, you are burned to ash. Will we find a way to progress and reach the depths of Minecraft's gameplay, or will we starve before we can even dream of doing so? And so the new world starts. No food, a singular tree, and no tools or anything else to go off of. And a bunch of my friends who are going to be thirsting for violence the entire playthrough. Yep. And some of which will definitely be extremely relevant and impactful. I'm talking game-changing. I explained the rules, the mechanics, how things are going to be. Then I got myself enough wood to get some stone and make myself stone pickaxes to get the hell out of there as soon as possible. I left them with my wooden pickaxe and the rest of the oak planks, which are supremely important because we have one sapling, and if it stops producing trees, then that'll be the most amount of wood we'll have. I decide the first wisest thing to do in a world where going to the surface kills you is mine directly up to the surface. I learned soon after that they started fighting over the bit of wood that I left them because someone, Santa, stole the crafting table, which led Bear to make another one, which was a waste of wood, and now no one has anything to be happy. But I ignored all of that and simply continued on my mission. Followed me up the stairs I mined in the walls, presumably to settle the wood drama. This wood situation is crazy. Where I came to find that after ignoring them enough, they just got themselves killed to a zombie from a cavern I mined past, which I had to deal with, putting me at the first monster kill of the entire playthrough. You can see me give away crafting tables like the saint that I am. And you may notice the gameplay is super dark as I'm mining. This is because we can't make torches. We can't afford to smelt the wood into charcoal, and if we move the torches from where we spawn, monsters will appear in our spawn point, which I think no one wants because we don't have weapons. I finally managed to make my way to the surface though, and it appears to be nighttime, which doesn't immediately burn us to death, it just gives us infinite hunger. This is about the only opportunity we'll get to stock up on wood, so everyone quickly disperses and starts getting their own wood for whatever it is that they wish to do. Probably something evil and mischievous, unlike my devices which are purely for the purposes of good. We spawned in the depths of a nice plains biome, which doesn't really have anything interesting, but there's one of those plains that generate leaf litter, and this will be marginally useful later, somehow. With all the cobblestone that I got from mining from the depths that we spawn into the surface, I decided to settle on making a little roof over our heads, so that when we come out to the surface we're not immediately blasted by the sun. I don't have enough materials to make anything really big, but it would at least provide a good 5x5 block area where you can step outside and see the surroundings without immediately being burnt to a crisp. I'll make some stairs so you can go up and down the roof and just make it more expansive later, but as for now it's something very basic, so again, you can at least step outside without dying. Also look at where my hunger bar went just making that small structure. I am going to die. Decided to be brave and mine a tree in the middle of the day without realizing what would obviously happen. Managed to find some coal in the middle of the darkness, and I allow myself to be slain, because what am I gonna do with one hunger bar and 4 hearts when we have nothing to eat? With the dirt and saplings that we had gotten from the outside, we somewhat expanded on the tree growing inside, and you can see the little expansions and buildings begin to form around our base. And by that I mean some chests have been placed down and they belong to specific people, I guess. There's been a little organization because there's not much to organize because we are broke. Turned that coal into torches, and I did say I found a cabin while mining up, so I decided to light it up and explore it for some minerals, because going around with only stone tools isn't exactly pleasing. For years, copper has been useless, but in this server, I'm going to prove that that is not the case. They're getting some resources. I light up the stairs to the surface because again, we don't want the mobs to spawn here, and I'm sure the torches will perfectly prevent anyone from dying on the stairs, and this definitely isn't some kind of foreshadowing. I have to subject myself to the threat of the outside to get some more wood since I ran out building the torches and getting the chests. By the way, being under nighttime also gives you supreme weakness, so if you ever leave a roofed area at night, you literally can't defend yourself. After that little venture, I have to once again be subjected to cannibalism, because there is no way for us to regenerate any health at this point, and going outside with low HP is asking to die and lose all your stuff. Now it was time to give back what I took and replant the trees around the surface so we can not run out of wood completely. I discovered that rain doesn't give you hunger, It just gives you the slowness and the weakness, which is just like way better. Who cares about being slow? At least I'm not dying. I don't know if you can tell looking at the gameplay or looking at my channel, but not only have I never really done a challenge thing like this, I'm also not particularly good at many facets of Minecraft, and the one thing I'm really good at is going to be near impossible to access in this run. I decided to light up the surrounding area of the surface with torches so enemies don't spawn. This is definitely going to be effective. I'm hearing some fire sounds while outside and I'm confused, and to my surprise, not only does Santa somehow already have copper and iron armor, where the hell has she been mining, but she's also started a forest fire. In the rain. Somehow. Wondrous. You're gonna have to keep track of how many times I died because I'm not gonna be able to keep that count. It always feels bad to use wood to smelt wood because it feels like just a big round waste, but that is why I went outside in the first place, so we need some sort of fuel and some way to make torches. While I am heroically sacrificing myself to get wood and fuel so everyone can sustain their needs, these selfish barbarians have gotten weapons and armor from the minerals of the depths to slay one another. Unrelated to all that, I'm immediately gonna start armoring up. I don't have nearly enough copper or coal to make a full set of armor, and all that means is I need more coal and I need more copper, so back to the mines it is. Dead. Dead. I don't even care about no minerals anymore. I'm getting out of here with what little stuff I managed to retrieve. Oh my god, bruh. Now a death like that I just can't let slide. I had to get my revenge immediately, and I wasn't about to be beat by a skeleton. He got me by surprise the first time, but the second time is different. I dominated him with ease, and I totally didn't almost die to the same mob that had already killed me once. Apparently I just can't learn my lesson, so I just kept mining for more even though I already had enough copper in hand. And I guess you can already see where this is gonna go. I'm pretty sure everyone watching knows how this ends. I perfectly make it back to the base without taking even a single hit of damage in any scenario. And I just get like all the minerals. Okay. I guess the lesson to be taken away from this is always risk it and never learn your lesson and gamble forever. Thank God copper armor is the thing that exists here. Because somehow, despite the fact that we live in the mines, iron is way harder to combat. I need some form of insurance or protection so that a single skeleton firing a regular arrow doesn't take away like a third of my HP. Do you like digging? Yeah, we like digging. Do you like grinding? Yeah, we like grinding. Do you like strip mining? Yeah, we like strip mining. Can't wait to get a cape for digging. Digging. Can't wait to get a cape for. Do you like digging? Yeah, we like digging. Do you like grinding? Yeah, we like grinding. Do you like strip mining? Yeah, we like strip mining. Can't wait to get a cape for. And in the end, I got barely more than nothing for doing all of that. What can I say though? I'm a strip miner at heart. I mean, you heard the song. I hope you enjoyed the musical number, cause it's the only one you get. And I swear, the instrumental that I got must be some kind of new remix or something weird like that, because for the life of me, I could not get the lyrics to sync up to the rhythm, even though I know that I know the lyrics to that song and the rhythm by heart. I mean, the song basically came out just a few years ago. What? At least thanks to the very rudimentary expansions to the base, we're not hurting for wood anymore. We don't need to go out there and die for it. Which means it's back to laboring. No, you don't get a song. And the moment everyone's been waiting for, Bibbles is here now. If you're a real OG, you didn't need that introduction because you already knew Bibbles from this video. You may be asking, what does the presence of Bibbles change about this playthrough? Right now, nothing at all. If there's something I hate about the new updates is that the new cave generation makes it so that there's always these weird caverns that aren't like narrow and almost linear with splitting paths like caves used to generate. And this isn't even necessarily more challenging, but it's more tedious. Why did I have to go through an underwater pond to reach this weird vertical cavern? That's to say nothing of the giant cavern all around our spawn. Not that we can change where we spawn, cause we can't get wool, cause we can't go out and kill sheep. Before anyone that's a little too smart says anything, I refuse to sleep on a bed made of string. And also, yes, you can see Geo here, but the introduction isn't gonna flash on the screen right now. you're gonna have to give him a second. This is the state of my life. This is what I've been reduced to. Eating rotten flesh and hugging a corner to not starve to death. I could just, accept my demise once more, but I have 10 levels and I'm kind of attached to them now. I'm certain that I won't lose them from any other way. And there we go. As you can see by the 5 diamonds now newly deposited in my chest, I don't think Gio got that legally. I mean, look at him, he's naked. He and I will be having a very cooperative efforts, shall we say. With Gio now introduced, there is but a single character, a single individual that you have yet to meet. However, their presence will be left for the next episode. Who is this mysterious individual? Only one way to find out. So who's your favorite right now? What was your favorite moment? Do you keep count of how many times I died? Sure to write that down in the comments. I'll be reading all of them. And while you're down there, smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified for my future videos. Alright. How about I cut you a deal? If this video reaches the monumental amount of 3 likes, I'll release the next one. Now I know it's kind of crazy, but I believe we got it. I believe we got it, guys.